this thing is coming down. God, so it's a windy day today and it's raining, so I'm doing my best to do this stream, so it is what it is. To be honest, guys, I think the days of streaming may be coming to an end. I'm going to actually focus on stuff that is going to be making me money. If anything, I kind of gained some valuable experience doing this stuff, so it takes a lot of work, so I don't want to keep doing that stuff anymore, to be honest. But yeah, it's kind of a rainy day tonight, so we'll figure it out. We're looking at an American Airlines 737. Yeah, the rain came out of nowhere. Like, this is wild, man. I ended up actually moving. I was set up on the south side, but the wind is so powerful that it was actually... Let me lower this thing so it's not clipping for you guys. No, the wind was so powerful that it was actually getting my camera damp. Man, that thing was annoying. The stupid little metal things, they're so freaking loud. It's amazing how much money Sky Harbor makes from these parking garages, and they pretty much don't do anything to improve them. I think this guy is now officially trying to get out of here. not going to get much commentary out of me tonight, so just enjoy the show and we'll take it from there. I think up next is Southwest 1991 coming from San Antonio. So let's go take a look at that bad boy. Super windy tonight, so it's going to kind of impact the way I move the camera. Alright, let's go take a look down there. So this is what I mean at Sky Harbor. We have the ground crew working regardless of the weather. It could be stormy. The only time they actually do take them in is when they see lightning. Just for their own safety, that's why they end up taking them in. So you can see the poop truck is working diligently. Yeah, I was set up on the south and the rain was pelleting the gear, so I figured I would probably just move out of the way and get that stuff going. But yeah, to me it's aggravating, like legitimately. I do a lot of this stuff for fun, but then people kind of become toxic, and then with my job, it's kind of become a little bit difficult. I want to focus on other things and I never get time off. I need a freaking vacation. But over there we do actually have a guy riding a tricycle. These are our maintenance people at Sky Harbor. They use the trikes to get around. Alright, the Southwest just landed. Man, my camera is hunting for focus today. I don't know what is going on with it. Usually it's a lot better. But you can see the gates are kind of busy. Let's go take a look inside the terminal. Alright, I know the wind is liking to move you around, camera, but you can see actually inside people are getting ready to depart for business. Hey, Jason. Man, it's been one of those freaking days, I'll be honest with you guys. People are stupid. That's the way I say it. But yeah, you guys can see, like, we are getting some crazy rain. I thought about going down to Pima Air and Space Museum tomorrow, but I have to go do a meeting with one of my clients. As you can see, the rain is coming down pretty heavily, and I don't know why my audio is all clipping. We have 36 knot winds, so but man, I'll try to tell you, the plane spotting community is extremely freaking toxic. Like, I've been nice way too long, but now if some people want to be toxic, like, don't worry, man. I actually grew up in the tough side of the of the streets, so people can play that thing. So I tell people, don't be a D word, because eventually you're gonna run across somebody that's not gonna tolerate that stuff. So straight out telling you, at the end of the day, you're freaking plane spotting. You're not doing anything special. Like, you're taking a photo of an airplane. Good for you. So, but yeah, we're watching some rain come in. We pretty much showed that there was no point of rain, or no chance of rain, and then out of nowhere it just popped out. But actually, this is pretty funny to me. We do have an Alaska Airlines that is taxiing pretty heavily. It's actually operated by Horizon Air. Alright, that rain is now hitting the gear again. Man, it is coming down. Well, it's not that bad. I think it's just zooming in onto the lights. It's actually making it look like it's coming down pretty heavily. But we have the Super Bowl. I just said the word. I'm gonna get sued. We have the big game coming between the whatchamacallit, the Chiefs and the 49ers. That'll be very interesting. So we'll see how it goes. As the poop truck is making its way around. And we are about to get a CRJ pushing back. Alright, I need to close my trunk before it blows stuff out of it. The winds are getting pretty heavy. I'm actually pretty scared to even remove my whatchamacallit, like remove my hands from the camera. So alrighty. Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of them think it's egos, bro. Like, legitimately, most of your interactions are going to be from bot accounts. And when you say, I'm a published photographer, cool, your stuff got published for free because you're a tool. Literally, that's why it happens. I'm going to be real with you guys. I'm as real as it gets. Like, I've done professional work, and when you do professional work, when you're published, people actually pay you for licensing. So it's basically the golden rule. Don't be a tool. And David says, great job, Slav. Thanks for graving the elements. We're going to have a 70 from... We're going to be getting a lot of stuff coming in from international. I know they're actually trying to push for a trans-Pacific route, so that'll be interesting. But thank you, David. I appreciate you, man. That's the thing, man. People act like jerks, and that is something we should no longer tolerate. Like, I've been way too nice lately, but if you want me to start being real with people, I'll be real with people. That's how it is. Wow, I didn't actually anticipate it raining that much, but check this out. So maybe we'll be able to get some rain against the American Airlines tail. Yeah, Air France is going to be arriving at the weirdest time. It's going to be like 12 o'clock. So if you think about it, that's actually going to be a pretty difficult time for lighting. So, yeah. But also another tip in photography, if you guys are going to take some photos, everybody can get the same photos. You got to actually think of how to differentiate your stuff. So honestly, we're just gonna hang out and look at planes. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. So earlier today, I actually got stuck at the airport. I left my wallet at work. Dude, I'm going to go punch you if you honk your horn again. I swear to God. So you can tell I'm having a bad day. So fun fact, if you ever come to this airport, there are actual numbers on the parking lot. Write the numbers. A lot easier for you to find where you park if you have the numbers. So you don't have to... I'm about to enact violence on you, dude. All right, up next we're going to be getting United 2612 coming in from Newark. But yeah, if you guys do live in Arizona, Sophia, the 747 SB is actually going to be open for tours this weekend. So that should be pretty interesting. Like, too bad I have to actually work. And if you're thinking of getting into media, I would say, yeah, don't get into media. Alrighty, we have our United. It's the Evo blue livery. So the rain is starting to come down, if you see. So brace with me, I gotta remove something from my lens. I'm the king of buying ghetto stuff. Like, I bought this cheap lens. It's an f4 lens, but honestly it works. I have a pretty decent camera. My camera has dual native ISO, so it can actually work in very difficult lighting conditions. And you can actually see that the rain is coming down as this American Airlines is taxiing. The winds have kind of died down, so you can actually stand outside and not worry that your camera is going to get destroyed. But on the arrival front, We do have United 1938 coming in from Washington. So let's go take a look at that one. Actually, I'm going to take a look at... they're pulling it. I thought they were going to turn it on. Sometimes it's cool when they turn on the lights. And looks like they are bringing one of the American Airlines planes into a gate. It is an A321neo. That's kind of a cool shot. Yeah, the storm has been happening here, so it's... I don't know how long it's going to be storming. Usually, here in Arizona, that stuff passes very quickly. So our next arrival is going to be American 2226 coming in from Orlando. So you can take a look at it. And then over there, the poop truck is getting in position. So you can take. So on this channel, we have an obsession with this hardworking individual. They literally do the dirty work, if you say. They will unload the poop truck, and poop truck will unload the flavors, and it works really well. So hopefully you guys are enjoying it. Get a nice beverage. I think afterwards I may go get me a burger or beer. Something to just quench my anger, if you know. But wow, it is starting to come down quite heavily, my friends. Kind of looks like snow, in a sense. So if you'd like to contribute to my parking fund, you can contribute to it. We have super chats. It does help pay for parking. And at the same time, just click like. Liking is the easiest way of supporting a channel. So Paresh says, when I worked on the ramp at Vancouver Airport, the poop truck was called a honey wagon. Gets all the honey, my friend. We should call it the Flavor Mobile, because it takes out all the flavors. Alrighty, up next is our American 2226, and then American 2300 is coming from Philadelphia. The first plane is coming in from Orlando, so let's go take a look at the Orlando flight. Oh man, thank God I moved from the south side. I would have been drenched and we would have canceled the show, to be honest. Well, if you think about it, Taco Bell is the only food that everybody knows will give you diarrhea. And we'll continue to eat it. Like, I don't know what it is with their food, but every time I've eaten Taco Bell, like 20 minutes later, I'm running for a bathroom. So, I don't even know if they're, like, I'm not even going to say anything. I don't want to piss off the legal teams. For my lawyer, I'm not allowed to comment. And Fareed says, stay dry, Slav. Thanks. So welcome, everybody. Welcome to Phoenix. Welcome to our stream. I'm just hanging out at the airport. Had a long day at work. Yeah, I think they're getting some new options, man, for food at the Sky Harbor. Man, that car just scared the living crud out of me. You have to be careful because there's a bunch of Karens like, you can't film here. Shut up, dude. Yep, Montezuma's Revenge. Wow, that's crazy. Look at this thing. That rain is coming down pretty heavy. Oh, yeah. Ah. Oh, God. Hopefully this isn't one of the spots where it becomes a waterfall. I'm hearing the waterfalls starting to establish themselves. Hold on, let me just bring some of my gear up. But it's pretty cool, look at this. You actually get a reflection of the plane. Ugh. Let's see how my internet is doing. I should probably put this thing to charge. Well, Southwest just recently got a bunch of new renovated stuff. Their new concourse is actually nice. There's a bunch of like options there. So if you guys ever fly in with Southwest, their new concourse does have a bunch of new dining options for you. All right, what is this guy doing? Cool, you drive an A-Series Mercedes. You're cool. There's a lot of negative energy to me today. I'm sorry, guys. We all have our days. Or sometimes, oh wow, that came out of nowhere. It was a DHL plane. We'll have our days where we're people and where we don't want to even say hello to anyone. So today we actually did the Hot Ones challenge at work. And not gonna lie, I literally had to use the restroom in less than like 20 minutes after we ate the food. You know what's crazy about Chick-fil-A? If you look at it, their chicken is actually full of like different preservatives. And like, if you notice, if you let it sit in like the bag for a while, it gets all greasy and moist. Yep, people don't realize that, like, I think we live in a generation where people can hide behind the screen, but a lot of people would never say some of this stuff in person. Like back in the 90s and even the early 2000s, you would get a lesson of English one-on-one very, very quickly. Who do you guys have winning the big game between Kansas and San Francisco? Alrighty, we do have our plane pushing out. I feel like San Francisco is going to pull it off. Man, that is the worst window. Look at that window in the emergency thing. That's hilarious. I'll take a window seat and it's like the tiniest window seat. Let's see, do we have anybody looking out? Open up your windows, you cowards. That is how you are able to tell from an actual aviation geek to somebody that just flies. Aviation geeks usually will have their phone and will record every aspect of it, and then you'll never use it, and then you're like, why is my phone out of data? Wow, this is cool. Check this out, guys. So, that's neat. Look, we have a reflection from the rain of the tail. Of this A321. As you can see, the rain is starting to come down a lot heavier now, so we're going to do our best to keep the stream going. But if we do end up getting a cascading waterfall, we have American 590 coming in from St. Louis. Let's go take a look at the American. But if it does start cascading, I'm going to get out of here. Actually, I'm going to go to the gym later too. Tyson says if he was there, he would be looking out the window and he would be videotaping the takeoffs. Honestly, that's what a lot of people do. Hey, Sebastian. Sebastian says good day from Sydney. And it's about 60 degrees right now, Paresh. That's what they're saying right now. All right, let's go take a look at our next one. Let's see, well, we get a glowing red engine sometimes. Sometimes I've caught them before. And straight ahead, you can actually see Mesa Airlines' hangar. If you're familiar with Mesa Airlines, you've known that they provide regional service for United. They used to do it for American. They used to do it for American, but then now it's United. Their relationships with American soured pretty quickly. I guess that's what happens when you lie to your biggest supporter or your biggest customer. I'm surprised their CEO still has a job, to be honest. And we have somebody saying greetings from the Philippines. Hey Kenneth, how are you, buddy? And I always have to watch my back on these streams. You know what's crazy? So I have been binge watching that ICE airports or whatever it is. And I've learned a lot about Buffalo Air, the Canadian one. They have a lot of old planes, and apparently all their planes seem to be breaking down on the shows. Really good show, actually. I enjoy it. I fall asleep to either that or Air Disasters. What is a show that you binge watch before you go to bed? I think I've seen every Air Disasters episode, and it's always, and it was the pilot's fault. No problem, I know it was the pilot's fault. So up next we do have American 2783. Coming in from Boston. Yes, Ice Pilots, that's the name of it. But it's like, if you think about it, their owner kind of seems like a jerk. He's like, you guys have to go flying. You have been fixing the plane for 20 hours. Like, bro, that's crew resource management. Like, you're supposed to have a well-rested crew. That's how accidents happen. But at the same time, it could be a lot of editing. Like, even if you watch the show Pawn Stars, and if you go to the actual pawn shop in Vegas, it is literally so disappointing. You're like, it just looks like a gigantic souvenir shop. And they stage that stuff really good. Dramatic music. I think one of the worst shows is Airplane Repo. I think it's so fake. Like, we gotta get out of here. No, you don't. Shut up. Wow, this is pretty cool. Look at this. Some of those reality shows are very unbelievable. Females have The Bachelor, plane spotters have those things. So, honestly, hey, it makes sense, man, if he's like that. Honestly, in business, you actually have to be pretty difficult. Like, in business, just remember this, there are no friends and there's no family. Like, when you're working on something, when you're even with family, you're business people. The second you're off the clock, then you're family, because sometimes those relationships, money changes people, and you got to know how to deal with that, you know? So welcome everybody, welcome to Phoenix, Arizona. We are doing kind of a nighttime stream right now. Just chilling. We should be getting our British Airways flight, and once that thing takes off, I think I'm gonna call it a show. As you can see, the rain is coming down. Whoa, look at that. The wind is windy. That's all I'm gonna say. Man, props to these dudes down there. Working hard in this weather. So Speedbird should actually be pushing out soon. Yeah, there's actually it's pretty damp out there, so. So smash that like, it does help the channel, to be honest. Just play some soft jazz music, play some Sade, and then you'll be good. So watch the rain fall down around the airport. I don't know. I think it's kind of relaxing when you just are here and enjoying aviation. Can't beat it, to be honest. But as you know, on this show, I always try and be original. You're not going to see me try and imitate anybody else. I like to have fun and show stuff. Oh my god, is the ugly plane showing up? Let's go take a look. I think the ugly plane is coming in. No. Next up, we have American Airlines 1980 coming in from Indianapolis, and then Southwest 1936 coming in from Midway. So let's take a look at the runway conditions. The water should have accumulated because no plane has flown through, so you may get another Splash Mountain-esque thrust reverser. I'll probably get out of here very soon, Trevor. I want to go hit the gym, man. This is cool, man. I love this. Look at that rain coming down, dudes. I love these shots. I love the cinematic style shots. Oh, look at that. Nice. It's like a gigantic leaf blower. Oh, that is killer. Oh man, that would have been a nice photo, to be honest. Alrighty, our flight from Midway is next. I think it's going to be a very damp landing. Look at that shot. That looks beautiful. Well, this is how I feel. When people are fake on their streams, when they sound like, when they sound like dickheads, you'll be able to tell. When it's like, oh my god, man, this is so great, huh? And when you start acting like a punk towards other people, people notice. You just have to be enthusiastic in everything you do. But I'll be honest, like, since I've done the live stream, I learned a lot of stuff. Somebody says the rain is just something else. I know, Trevor. Dude, I think, who's that one guy that always films the planes landing in the wind? It's actually pretty crazy seeing it. Let's take a look what's landing in next. So up next is Southwest 19. No, it isn't. They changed it. We have American 1813 coming in from Palm Springs. It's an A319. Yeah, I heard that in other states, those guys can kind of be jerks. In Phoenix, everybody gets along if you think about it. Even when we get our LA friends here, we're always courteous and we come and we help out. As you know, some of those dudes, like Kevin, he's there like out there for like 8 or 9 hours. I don't know how the hell that guy does it. Props to him, he has a very strong bladder. I pee like every 2 hours. So props to him, man. Let's go take a look at that thing. I think my buddy Nick does a stream out of SFO, Nick Flight X. He's a big aviation enthusiast. He actually takes really good photos, to be honest. He was giving me some advice on SFO where I can go take photos. And telling me what times it is to be safe out there. If you think about it, YouTube really does, like, I think YouTube pays you like $9 or $10 for every 1,000 views you get. So they can get more like through sponsorships and stuff. I have Cactus League spring training is actually starting up. That's actually my favorite time of the year in Phoenix. Like going out and just hanging out with friends and family and watching some baseball. In Phoenix, I literally, my stream covers my parking if you think about it. Like, so basically if I come in the positive, I usually give it to people, but most of the times it's like, if I make 24 bucks, I make 24 bucks. It's fine. Heck yeah, Trevor. So if you want to see some good shots, Sub-Zero Aviation will share his Instagram. And we have Delta 575 coming in from JFK. Yeah, Cactus League is a very, very good spring training league. Like all the stadiums, like for $19, you can actually get lawn seats at most places. Wow, that's actually a Neo. You can get actually lawn seats and just go hang out with friends, man. That's what you gotta do. Oh man, I can feel that the temperature just dropped for me pretty heavily, guys. Yeah, that's why I always tell people, like whenever you do something, just be yourself. Imitation is the best form of flattery, but at the same time, just be original. That's what I tell people. Even in photography, like I see a lot of people, like I gotta go to the same location and get the shots. But think of your shots. You want your shots to be unique. Because if everybody has the same type of image, it's not going to be unique. Makes a lot of common sense, doesn't it? Alrighty, up next we have Alaska 608. It's a 737-900 series. I am pretty sure they have returned all of their MAX 9s into service. As you know, a lot of their Maxes were grounded due to a door coming off, so they had to inspect them. And it seems to be kind of a wider Boeing thing. Hopefully that company figures it out, because their reputation is kind of tarnished. Like, Boeing used to be a symbol of American industrial might and how quickly we can create a really good product. And I think somewhere they stopped trusting their engineers. Just trust your engineers, allow them to actually do a good job. I still like their planes though. I think the 787, at first I didn't like it, and now it's actually growing pretty heavily on me. We do have American 1309 coming in from Denver. It's an A320. Then after, we should be getting JetBlue. It's their new livery. I don't know how to describe it. It just looks like blue. What do you guys think is going to be the fate of Spirit Airlines? Because I think Spirit was actually very dependent on the merger with JetBlue. And the Sports Zone is flying into Phoenix on Monday. Well, come spot here, man. You got some beautiful shots here in Phoenix. That is an MD-11 taking off. Kind of sad, I'm missing it. Alrighty, we do have our A320 coming in. Well, what's crazy, the rain actually does make the focus pretty difficult, man. I just love the rain, man. This is much needed in the desert. Like, we had a pretty dry monsoon, so I think the desert is actually enjoying it. It can get some, how do you say it, like rejuvenation? I don't know how, it's a big word, but the plants can actually get the water they need for the season. All right, and up next is JetBlue 1303 coming in from Boston. Kind of excited to see this livery. I haven't seen it. I'm actually right below the roof because it's raining and I don't want to get rained on, if you think about it, Darren. I'm gonna go get me I think I have a snack in here. I think I have like an old chocolate bar. Yeah, old chocolate bars. That's the worst when you eat stale food. All right, our JetBlue is coming up. Alrighty. Here comes our JetBlue. It's kind of rare to catch this plane because they usually fly in at the most random times. But as Spirit is struggling, I think Frontier is actually gaining business. If you think about it, like, I see Frontier actually expanding everything they've done, so that's kind of crazy to me. Hey Noah, get some rest, dude. Wow, look at it, it's pooling down here. Wow. There's a lot of rain, dudes. A lot of rain. Man. Frontier has actually, like, I think they're expanding so much in Phoenix that we don't have the gate space for them, if you think about it. We have somebody joining us from Nairobi, Kenya. Alright, I think I am starting to see rain start falling in my area. That's not good. Water and electronics do not mix, my friends. We do have a WestJet that just came in. It's a Canadian carrier. I think the most cringy form of social media that I've seen is LinkedIn. It's one of the stupidest things I've ever, like, it's like Facebook for people that are professionals, and they write like the most like epic thing, like, today I was promoted to head of catering, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, you got a customer service job, chill. But in a sense, I don't know if you guys feel the same way as I do, but feels like in the last few years, customer service everywhere has kind of gone downhill. Like the other day, I went to buy shoes, and I stood at the register for like 5 minutes while the kid was like watching TikTok videos, and then he's like, "Can I help you?" Like, bro, like, I don't want to complain. Like, I think the younger generation, we don't like to complain because we know how it is. But I'm about to become full Karen. And Deborah Ray, raindrops keep falling in my head. Honestly, yeah. Like, I come from a customer service thing. Like, I worked at a resort for such a long time, and I remember, like, we used to pride ourselves in providing the best thing. All right, up next is Southwest 2179 coming in from Dallas. What's up, Taylor? Go take a look at this thing. Also, tipping culture. Let's talk about tipping culture. You go and buy like a muffin, and they're like, "Would you like to tip me $30? No, you gave me a muffin, bro. It's getting out of hand. Oh, look at that. Looks like somebody went back to work. Trevor. This is pretty neat. Look at this, guys. So there's so much rain there. You actually do get... I'm going to go grab my camera. I want to get a photo of this. This is amazing. My friend and I actually have a joke going on. Every time we do something for each other, I'll actually send him an Apple Pay. And we have actually been tipping each other $5 for the stupidest thing, like him opening up a door for me. $5. Back in the day, that used to mean you providing good service. Now it just means you just want money. Man, I'm angry today. I don't know why. Oh yeah, I know why. Okay, so right now we're going to take some photos. I have a Potato Cam 2.0 as I call it. Wow, this is actually pretty cool. Don't stress about it, Lucille. I honestly think Spirit is on its way out. If you look at it, they really cannot keep up with the business model that they've set up for themselves. Jesus Christ, come on, the focus camera. We haven't had many go-arounds. We just get a lot of these crazy things. And British Airways is pushing out. So next up is SkyWest 3290 coming from Grand Junction. It's a little Embraer. Dude, I'm going to bring a welder and I'm going to weld those things. They're so annoying. And just as you say it, I think we may get a go-around. Wow, he actually landed it. Ah, I wish I had my full frame camera. The only camera I have is a crop sensor. That's okay, I got it. I know, I love taking photos when it rains. Oh, hopefully this British Airways looks good. Check it out, guys. Ready? So we do actually have our A350 getting ready to depart. So this route used to actually be operated by a Boeing 747, and then eventually the 747 was replaced and they actually used a 787 for a while, and then eventually they moved on and brought in a A350, but I think it's seasonal. Pretty crazy. I like the shot. You can actually see how much the rain is coming in. Alrighty, that A350 is going to be leaving. My God, this rain is coming in nice. All right, I gotta go get my secondary batteries. I was charging up a bunch of my batteries and I don't know if they're in here. Also, if you're gonna be taking photos of stuff, make sure you actually have the right batteries inside, because I mix my cameras quite a bit. The other day I actually showed up and I had all of my Canon batteries for my Sony. That was not a very good idea. And I look like a moron. Yeah, they switch between the big planes. So some days they will have a A350, and other days, man, that smell of rain in the desert is amazing. Let's see. So I'm actually shooting through this area. I love getting artistic shots. Art. Yay! Whoa. Alrighty. A350 is getting ready to depart, my friends. I think some of them still use the cactus call sign. So we are awaiting an A350 to show up into frame, my friends. I think Sky Harbor is one of the easiest airports to get around, man. Every time I travel somewhere, I realize how much I take this airport for granted. All right, the lake is coming up. I think this bad boy is going to be producing a lot of whatchamacallit, a lot of the backsplash. It is waiting for traffic to go through, and I think once the plane takes off, that might be it, my friends. On final, we have Frontier Captain DePuffin livery coming from Vegas. And then we'll get SkyWest 4986 from Redmond. I remember my flight on Frontier from Vegas. It was supposed to be an hour flight, became a 7-hour ordeal. But I'm not going to complain. The staff was extremely friendly, so I know it's not their fault. My friend that says it's a good company to fly with if the plane is over there. Okay. Guys, we are having rain actually start falling on my gear. So this might actually be finalizing the stuff. And here's our puffin livery. I don't even know what in the living is a puffin. It's like a penguin. We are getting a CRJ, so I want to snap a shot of this. Come on. Oh, dude, check this out. This is going to be a nice shot. As you know, Sky Harbor is a very random place. That's why it rains. See ya, Deborah. Aw, sick. Okay, let's get that. All right, we're waiting for the big British Airways flight. Meanwhile, I am getting carried away taking photos. Hopefully one of these came out great. Check this out. This is kind of a beautiful shot. And our British Airways flight is getting in. I want to actually get the ground crew working really well. Wow, that's actually a nice shot, dude. Alrighty, we do have our Speedbird. So, alright friends, as the rain starts falling down and I am standing in a puddle, I want to wish you guys a good rest of the evening. And in order to protect my gear, I think it may be time for me to pack this thing up. So with that being said, my friends, I wish you guys a very happy rest of the evening. Here, let me show you guys. Look at this. I know this is kind of weird that I'm gonna... Let's see how this works. Alright, I don't know how this is gonna work. Let's see if I can show you the photos I took. Stop being stupid, camera. Hold on. Hold on, I gotta figure out how to focus on this thing. I'll show it to you guys. Anyways, with that being said, later dudes, let's catch one more plane. And then I'm gonna go get artsy with my photos. This is gonna be a challenge because I only have a camera that's not good in low light. So let's use all of my years of camera experience to make it happen. Alright dudes, have a good night.